Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on Greenhills Estate Farm. As you can see, you join me whilst we do the drilling. We're drilling soybeans today, and it's going rather terribly. This tractor is really struggling with this drill. I know we left it in the last episode that I was looking for a bigger tractor. This isn't the tractor of choice. I decided that I would hire a couple of free tractors and try and find the best one for it. I've hired a Vent 500, a Ford TW8810, the Ford TW8810 really likes wheelies, so I think that's a stunt tractor. The Vent 500 just wasn't strong enough to pull most things that I tried with it, this drill being the drill that I tried with it, but I don't know whether it's the weight of this drill or whether it's the width of this drill. But so this tractor, which I think is if I'm right, I think is the highest horsepower out of the two other tractors out of the three tractors that I've tried. And as you can see, this tractor is still pulling this drill like it's going through treacle. So yeah, needless to say, it's not gone too well at the moment. So this tractor probably won't be chosen either, or, as we might well have to do, we might have to rethink our seed drill. I kind of wanted to go for this Verdestat seed drill just because I like it, and it's normally, although they are slightly different tractors that I would normally put on the back of this, normally it would be the John Deere 6M or something like that. So I guess in a way it's not the usual tractor that I would put in front of it, but I still expected these tractors that have got more than enough rated horsepower to pull the drill to be able to pull it, and it can't. So yeah, we're maybe going to have to rethink the strategy, but I'm not going to worry too much once I get the drilling completed about buying a tractor, if I'm honest now, this side of harvest. The remaining money that I've got, I want to spend on a sprayer, a set of rolls and a combine. Just they are really now the important bits of kit that we need now for the farm. The two tractors that I own, the Ford and the Davy Brown, can both pull the rolls and both be able to pull the sprayer as well, so we're not gonna need a new tractor now. And then with the money that I get from the soybeans, we are going to reinvest, hopefully in a new tractor and hopefully in some more land. I'm hoping that I'll be able to make enough for tractor and land, which is obviously going to help us to grow even further, because the other thing about having the land is that we'll be able to not only get some silage off there, but we'll also be able to get another crop in a bit later on. So as you can see, I'm playing with the Proceed mod. I'm playing without GPS, as you can also see, so I'm having to do it myself, so I'm also using the markers. This is the last field. I'm hoping the tractor pulls it a little bit better in this field, but it might not. So I've decided to go for soybeans all the way through. So we started with the field up near the shop, went to the one opposite the farm across the road there, then the field that we start with, and then the field that I've just done is the other field that I started with. and now we've got this one, and I have just seen that I haven't ploughed this headland. Oh, well, that's a mistake. Never mind. So we're gonna, oh dear, oh, I haven't ploughed the other headland either. I've basically ploughed 2 headlands and not the rest. So yeah, that's a nice mistake to make, isn't it? Well done, James. Never mind. We'll sort that out next year. I have OCD and inwardly, and I'm trying not to express that outwardly. I'm having a complete and utter meltdown at the moment because that looks awful. But there you go. This is why I do my videos unedited. This is why I do them uncut, because you get mistakes like this. And I think it's a very authentic way of playing the game. So yeah, but anyway, went with soybeans all the way across the farm because it's going to help as a first crop to put the nitrogen in the ground that we're going to need, because next year I'm hoping to start going into my first sort of year of precision farming. It's going to cost the farm a lot of money, but again, the upside to that is we should get obviously higher yields. So we should get higher yields, more money, progress quicker. So that's the kind of thinking behind next year. We just haven't got the money to do it this year, so there really is no point. There really is no point in trying to achieve precision farming this year, because as I say, I just don't have the money. I don't have the money for the lime. I don't have, you know, the money for the amount of fertilizer and stuff that would need to probably be put on. So we're using soybeans because, as I say, it will add nice nitrogen to the ground. When I come to scan the fields or do soil samples next year or the end of harvest, then hopefully that should register. I think it does. Actually, you know, these headlands are really annoying me. We'll get a Fupa Eat in and I won't notice, I'm sure. Yeah, so as I say, as you can see, I'm using the Proceed mod, drilling at 16 metre tram lines, because obviously the sprayer that we're looking to get is 16 metre, and having to use the markers because I can't afford GPS, so I'm having to drill it myself. So yeah, I came up here and did this headland. Why on earth didn't I just go straight back down, unless I went the other side and thought I'll go around that way, but that doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. Like I say, this is one of the reasons why I kind of enjoy doing it without me sort of chopping and editing these videos, because you kind of get to see that, yes, you know, I love to do the game as realistically as possible. I love to do the game as properly as possible, but I do mess up. You know, and I think personally that adds a little bit of something to the videos. 'Cause sometimes I do find the videos too polished and too perfect, and I sort of think, we all know that's not how farm sim goes. You don't get 50 goes at something, you get one in real life. You know, basically you get one go at it. Yes, we could have got the plough in and sorted that out, but I don't have a plough and I don't have a tractor big enough to, well, I suppose I've got this one, but like I say, that would mean either buying or hiring a plough, and I haven't got the money for that, so unfortunately for this year it's just going to have to be left like that. As you can see, I've done this headland and I've done the headland around there, because I remember doing the headland around there. So that's kind of, as I say, very annoying. So yeah, 16-metre tram lines, marker. So we go around twice, and then what we do is we drill down the where the last breed of the drill ends, so the second width of the drill. We then drill down that that line, and that line gives us our tram lines. In theory, if I had GPS, I would do half a width on this breed, and then do 2 full widths, and then the second one would be my tram line. But because I haven't got GPS and it's hard to sort of kind of guess where you need to be, I do it this way. It's just an easier way of doing it. As I say, we don't need the markers down this time because we're not going to be going over. We're literally going to be running down where the drill drilled up to, and then that will give us our 8 meters for the tram lines. So I don't think I'm quite going to be able to swing that, so I could back up. But yeah, I enjoy using the markers. Used to use them obviously in real life, and you know, even with the GPS, I didn't have GPS on the first farm that I worked on, so again the markers were essential for me to know, you know, where I was due next and to keep it straight. But when I got to the big farm that I worked on, then they had GPS on, I think, just about everything. But I still used the markers. I think a little bit out of habit, but a little bit out of also as well. I was always a little bit afraid that the GPS would go down, and obviously they would want me to carry on drilling. I then wouldn't sort of know, you know, if I was on the headland, I wouldn't know where I was got to, so, or you know, where I was sort of, you know, my next breed. So I used the markers anyway, just because, as I say, you know, it was like a backup to the GPS. If the GPS went down, which did happen to me a couple of times actually, our GPS failed a couple of times, and because I was using the markers, it really made no difference. I mean, it doesn't make no difference if you're ploughing, because you can clearly see where you're due next. You know, so drilling's the only job on the farm that, in my opinion, has to be done absolutely dead precise, because otherwise you start missing, you start overlapping, you know, you start scrubbing out tram lines if you get too far, you know, if you really lose your way, and it has a massive knock-on effect for the rest of the year. You know, the ploughing doesn't, you know, if you plough it badly, or if you're not very straight, you knock it down, you drill it, no one knows anyway. So that's why I tend to like using the markers, because it does keep you on the straight and narrow, if you like. And 9 times out of 10, I can drive straight anyway. So it doesn't really make no difference there either. As I say, this tractor really is struggling with this drill, and I don't know why, because it's not particularly hilly here, so it shouldn't be, but it is, and it, as I say, is quite disparaging really, that we're gonna have to potentially get a smaller drill for a tractor that you know, I would quite like, because I wanted to go with the Ford TW, because I was going to do Ford and New Holland as the brand for the save, but I don't know, I've kind of sort of thought since, well, actually, why don't I let you guys choose the brand? You know, it might be that some of you or most of you want to see Massey Ferguson, or you want to see Class, or if it was my choice, I'd do John Deere. You might want to see Ven, you know, something different. So I thought it'd be cool if you guys could leave suggestions in the comments, and we'll go from there. The only thing I will say is that with the brand that you decide to go with, ideally I would like there to be a combine in that brand as well, and obviously the brand also needs to be able to progress up to 300, 400, 500 horsepower tractors, because these fields on this map are pretty big, and once we get established, you know, we're going to need the equipment to go on. So I bet I'll put the marker down. Wally. Yeah, so as I say, next breed will be the tram lines, and I'll show you what I mean about driving down the line where the drill finished, and it leaves a line, and that line is what gives you your guide for your tram lines if you're doing it that way. As I say, in real life I don't think you would do it this way, mainly because most farms would have GPS. So we'll drill it into there. That's great. And now the key is being able to see the line. A bit easier in cab for this bit. Being able to see the line and being able to drive straight and get the drill straight, and so yeah. Alright, that's got the drill where I want it. That's got the tractor where I want it. So we'll lower the drill down there. Yep, turn that off, press that, and away we go. And now we just got to try and keep straight. As I say, those lines from the drill are hard to see, but here I would say pick a spot at the end of the field and just, you know, line yourself up in the middle of the tractor and just stay with it. You know, you have to sort of accept that once you've committed, you've committed. So if it ends up that you guessed wrong, if you like, then unfortunately you've got to go with that. But that's how I would do it, and that's how I've just done it, and we'll see when we come round again what that actually looks like. But yeah, as I say, I can drive straight 9 times out of 10. I wake in the morning and I open my eyes and I look out the window and up to the skies, and I wonder, yes I wonder, is this all there is? I stroll in the bathroom, take a look in the mirror, my head is a vacuum and nothing is clearer, and I wonder, well, how did my life get to this? I stumble downstairs and I stand in the hall and I stare at the letters across the floor, and no one has even remembered. So I grab any bottle and I pour me a glass, and I swear on the gospel and that doesn't last. Straight to the brain, it numbs the pain and the past. I look up at the pictures hanging on the wall of me and you when we had it all. Funny, all that money I can recall. But then one day you just up and gone, right about the time it all went wrong, leaving me all alone. Well, he was a funny man, He would make you laugh, make you cry, my, oh my. He would roam from town to town, and the folks would come from miles around. The killer routines, the songs he sings, the funniest man you've ever seen. Well, if I could go round again, I'd feel the love from the crowd again. I bet you 9 times out of 10. Well, I could do it again. Ooh, I could do it again. From the kitchen chair I can look out and see the empty swing and our favorite tree. I was never around when you fell down and grazed your knee. Well, I'm sorry, son, but why couldn't I be there to see you ride your bike, to pick you up and to hold you tight? Kiss it better and tell you it's gonna be alright. I just didn't see it slip away. My life, my soul, gave it all away, just to hear them say, oh, he was a funny man. He would make you laugh, make you cry, my, oh my. He would roam from town to town, and the folks would come from miles around. The killer routines, the songs he sings, the funniest man you've ever seen. Well, if I could go round again, I'd feel the love from the crowd again. I bet you 9 times out of 10. Well, I could do it again. Whoa, I could do it again. A customary bow before I go. The curtain falls on the final show. The lights go down all around just a glow. Well, there it is, all said and done. Something in there for everyone. Watch out, hallelujah, here I come. Now they would stand and they would cheer. I can see it now as if it were all right here. Oh, he was a funny man. He would make you laugh, make you cry, my, oh my. He would roam from town to town, and the folks would come from miles around. The killer routines, the songs he sings, the funniest man you've ever seen. Well, if I could go round again, I'd feel the love from the crowd again. I bet you 9 times out of 10. Well, I could do it again. Ooh, I could do it again. If I could go round again, I'd feel the love from the crowd again. I bet you 9 times out of 10. Well, I could do it again. Ooh, could do it again. If I could go round again, I'd feel the love from the crowd again. I bet you 9 times out of 10, I could do it again. Ooh, I could do it again. You know I could do it again. Thank you. This is the Pesky Farmer, and I like singing. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye. So yeah, as you can see, I managed to keep it fairly straight down that second headland there, or the first headland, where I had to drill across and pick a point at the end of the field. So that, you know, that has helped greatly. But it's going to take me a while to drill this field, so it has been a decent length video yet again. And like I said, in the comments, please put down your brands and suggestions of what you would like to see in these videos, and I'll see if you know, we can make that happen. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the people that watched the last 2 videos and all the people that subscribed. I'm up to 5 subscribers now, so I feel like I'm kind of conquering the world because we managed to get 2 out of 2 videos, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll join me again on my next video, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much. Bye bye.